Hello guys, I'm Aveline. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today we are building another build with the new pack Nifty Knitting that I believe came out today actually, so I don't really know what time exactly. It depends a little bit on, I think it depends on your country, but I'm not really sure. I got access yesterday thanks to the EA Game Changers program, so I decided to build something that was actually really inspired by the color scheme that all the items come in. So I've done, not this particular build before, but I've definitely done some builds inspired by this challenge as well. So we're talking about the Big Sister Challenge. I don't really remember the rules exactly, you'll have to Google that, but it's a Sims 4 challenge where you play, I suppose you could play as a big sister, but also as a big brother, and then you have to play as a teen and take care of your sibling that's just a child. I don't remember what like the end goal is, but that's the overall challenge part of that challenge. Does that make sense? So I wanted to build something inspired by the Big Sister Challenge because the colors, the different swatches that the items from Nifty Knitting come in actually remind me a lot of this challenge. So I don't really know why. I feel like I might have built something in the past that was in this sort of pink, mint, blue kind of color scheme, and with a lot of white as well, of course, just to neutralize everything. And I don't know, whenever I see that color scheme, I'm just like, yeah, Big Sister Challenge. So I really wanted to build something for that. So we're building this, I still call it a tiny house. It's not considered a tiny house in the game, I think, because there's the patio here at the front of the house is way too big. Plus I also made this sort of rooftop terrace, which also takes up tiles. So it's not actually considered a tiny house by the game itself, but I would still consider it a tiny house. It's a very small house, and they also have very small bedrooms, but there is 2 rooms. There are 2 rooms total, so you could fit in 2 Sims, and they look very much alike actually. I think because you'll see that once we get to the floor plan, I was having a few issues with it because I built on a diagonal, and like figuring out where to put the walls when you're building on a diagonal is a little bit weird sometimes, because the rooms either turn out, if you're building a very small house and you want to make sure that you have a lot of different rooms in the house, the rooms turn out to be super narrow. So I was having some issues with that. But I figured it out. It's all good. So it is a little bit, like, it's a little bit funky because you do have to, but I figured since it's a Big Sister Challenge, it doesn't have to be a perfect floor plan, if that makes sense. Like, it's still, they're not supposed to be thriving completely. It is supposed to be a dream house. I definitely tried to make it like a dream house for the Sims that I had in mind. So a dream house in the sense that the color scheme is very up their alley, and they have a lot of nice and cute decor around the house as well, but you do have to walk through one of the bedrooms to get to the bathroom, and also to get to the other bathroom, or the other bedroom, sorry. They don't have 2 bathrooms, that's way too luxurious for them. But you'll see here, once I fix the floor plan, why exactly that is. Otherwise, one of the rooms would have turned out to be way too narrow. I even had to extend the house just a little bit, or expand it, I want to say, just a little bit, because otherwise I couldn't fit in a kitchen as well. It's the whole diagonal issue. It's weird. Like, just decorating on a diagonal is strange. But I think it works. I still think the house works. I think the floor plan works, and I hope you guys like it. So I'm going to take a small break I'm going to record some Roblox videos for the rest of the week, and then I'm going to take a break for the rest of today and just build. So I won't have a video up tomorrow. I just need like one day. I love doing voiceovers. So yesterday I talked about, it still hurts, by the way. I talked about, I'm dealing with a bit of, if I sound weird or you didn't watch yesterday's video, I'm dealing with a little bit of I don't want to say a little bit, but a gum infection. It doesn't matter, whatever. It hurts to talk, but I love doing voiceovers, and they put me in a better mood. I don't want to sit here just quiet and in pain, so I'd rather do a voiceover and talk to you guys and have fun talking about The Sims and make up stories about The Sims living in my houses and stuff. But I am going to take a break tomorrow, also because I think the house that I want to do for, what is it, tomorrow it's Wednesday, so the house that I want to do for Thursday is probably going to be not big, but bigger than a tiny house. So it's going to take a little bit longer to build as well. So yeah, I think you shouldn't expect a video from me for tomorrow. I don't know. Do I have any like set upload days anyways? I don't really know. Maybe Saturday and Friday. Other than that, I don't think so. But I do feel a little bit weird, like skipping a day when a pack just came out, but at the same time, I want to record some Roblox as well, and I also just want to take my time and probably decorate and build the house for the video for Thursday. That sentence, whatever, it's fine. But yeah, other than that, expect lots of videos over the weekend, so that includes Friday. I'm planning on uploading every day, but we'll see. We'll see if it works out. I kind of think that my Sunday idea is going to take too long, so I don't know if that's going to work out, but I'm going to try. But anyways, yeah. Other than that, I hope you guys are doing great. As you can see, we have moved on to the indoors. Just ignore the fact that the door is, you know, turned the wrong way. I fixed that later on, so the flower box will be on the outside. I don't know why it does that by default, that it puts the flower box on the inside. Why would you have the flower box on the inside? That doesn't make sense to me. So, but I fixed it later on, so don't worry. I just hadn't really noticed at this point. It's a lot easier to notice these things when you're watching the video back, or if you're watching it on YouTube when it's uploaded, than it is to notice it when you're actually building, because you're so focused on the item that you're placing down that you don't really notice all the other items that you've already placed down. So, but it's fine. I fixed it. Don't worry. It's the same if you watch someone do gameplay. So whether it's The Sims or it's some other game, and you might have noticed there's a fire in the background, but the person playing hasn't necessarily noticed because they're so busy focusing on one part of the screen instead of looking at the bigger picture. That's just how it works when you're playing and recording, because you're so focused that you don't necessarily notice. I think a lot of people actually don't really get that. It's the same if you don't record, actually. Like, you could be playing something and then you have a friend sitting next to you and watching you play, and they're noticing everything, but because you're the one playing, you're just focused on one little part of the screen. I don't know. It does work like that, right? It's not just me. Like, I feel like if I watch Jacksepticeye play something on his channel and I see a lot of the comments are like, why did he not do this? Why did he not do this? He probably just did not notice because he was so focused on whatever he was doing. I don't know why I'm talking about this right now. I'm getting completely sidetracked. It's got nothing to do with the video whatsoever. I don't know. I felt like just explaining what was going on with that door. So anyways, I think the whole common area is more or less done. We're kind of swapping between the exterior and the interior just a little bit. I think it's because I found the light bulb chain with the sandals or the flip-flops on, and I was suddenly inspired to put them outdoors. But then I ended up not doing that because I ended up using these fairy lights instead. There's a lot of fairy lights, like a lot of fairy light action going on outside. I ended up using the light rope from Toddler Stuff Pack as well, this one, which I love to use on the outdoors because if you look at the house at night, it just looks so cute. So, and then I've been using this couch quite a lot lately. It's from Discover University. I tend to, like, until like a couple of days ago, I never used it, but now I feel like I use it all the time. Or maybe not a couple of days ago, but after I used it in my dream apartment, my new dream apartment, I feel like I've been using it quite a lot. It's because you can stack it, so you can make both an L-shaped couch, but because it also comes as a chair, you can also make a U-shaped couch. Like, it's very diverse. Does that make sense? You can use it for a lot of things. And it also comes in a lot of very vibrant colors. So it fits into this house. It fit into the 100 baby apartment that I did earlier. Was that Saturday, I think? So it just, I don't know. It does come in a lot of like very vibrant colors, not in a lot of very muted colors. So you either have to go full on with the color scheme or just not use it. It does come in black and white, but other than that, no beige, no gray, like no gray, and there are so many shades of gray. So it's either full on color or just black and white, but I really like that couch. I have a newly found appreciation for that couch. I was kind of dragging that newly out a little bit so I could remember what it, like, I forgot the word appreciation for a second there. It's just kind of dragging out the newly so I could remember the word. It's all good. Anyways, we are decorating the 2 bedrooms here. So the one that's closed off, this one is for the sister, and well, there are 2 sisters. Well done. Anyways, it's for the little sister, and the other one with the desk in it is for the big sister. So the big sister only has a very small dresser in her room, but I'm kind of thinking that they're sharing their wardrobe space and also dresser space, so she might have some of her clothes in the wardrobe in this room as well. And I just made sure to put some toys in here because the kid needs to level up some of her skills and stuff. I think that's a part of the challenge as well. I don't think the teen is allowed to go to school, but I think that the kid has to. I'm not really sure. I don't really remember. I rarely ever look up the different challenge rules because I don't actually like play the game much. I don't do a lot of gameplay, not for myself alone and not on my channel. I usually just build or do challenges, build challenges. But yeah, so I basically don't really read up on the challenges, but I think it's something like that. And of course, color scheme wise, we're going for the same kind of color scheme that I went for in the rest of the house, although less mint in here, but a little bit though, just like a tiny bit. So I love that poof chair. The poof chair is probably one of my favorite items from the new pack. It's so adorable, but it's the same with the tiny living one. I just love poof chairs. If you guys have been around since that pack came out. No, since that pack came out, which was like 6 months ago, so it's not that long. If you've been around, you probably know that I freaked out over that chair just a little bit. I love it. Also, I know we're doing a build inspired by Nifty Knitting, but I just want to talk about the tray with the candles and the books from Tiny Living as well, because I just love that item. But it's also because I have something like that on my own coffee table, so it just it reminds me of reality, I suppose. Also, that bathtub shower combo, it does actually work. I placed it down as a joke. I just wanted to see if I could make it work. And then it worked, and I was like, well, then I don't want to use the ugly shower, well, not ugly, but the uncomfortable shower head from Discover University, because now they have both a bathtub but also a shower that doesn't make them feel bad after using it. So it looks a little strange, but it does work. I don't think you can bathe a toddler in it. I don't think you can bathe a dog in it because your sim would not be able to sit down and kneel in front of it, but your sim can actually step into the shower. So that really surprised me. Like I said, I just placed it down as a joke, but then it worked and I'm a little bit confused, but I'm gonna leave it be. As for the garden, they don't really have a backyard or a front yard. It's not that kind of house, it's not that kind of garden. So instead, they have the rooftop terrace and also a lounge area on the front porch. So they have a lot of plant pots around. I did place 2 of the eco lifestyle ones here at the front. So they water themselves, I think, or if you water them, they'll kind of like hold on to the water, so you don't have to water the plants or the veggies or the fruit or whatever you're planting down there very often, because like I said, it'll just kind of hold on to water. And then they have a lot of plant pots on the rooftop terrace as well, plus I gave them a beekeeping house because I thought that would be cute. And I also gave them a flower arrangement table. So one of them might possibly be very into flowers or gardening or something like that. Not really sure. We do have a few like flowery items around, I suppose, so it wouldn't really surprise me if one of them was super into flowers. I think it would have to be the big sister because I'm not really sure that, I don't really know if the kid can actually use the flower arrangement table, but if they can, let me know. But yeah, no barbecue area up there or, I don't know, lounge chairs to soak in the sun in or something like that. Just flower pots. That's not what they're called. Plant pots. So I figured like a nice luxurious rooftop bar or a rooftop barbecue area wouldn't really fit the theme that I went for today's video. So I decided to go for this plantsy kind of area instead. I hope it works. So anyways, that's about it for today. I hope this gum pain goes away within the next couple of days so that I can sound a little bit more like myself, because I feel like I sound sick, which I'm not, but I'm just hoping that it'll, get a little bit better. But anyways, if you guys like this house, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.